Ever wondered how to make the perfect blueberry pancakes with maple syrup and whipped cream? Well, buckle up, because we're about to embark on a culinary journey to create this classic breakfast dish. We'll need some simple ingredients: all-purpose flour, sugar, baking powder, baking soda, a pinch of salt, buttermilk, an egg, unsalted butter, and of course, fresh blueberries. To top it all off, we'll be using sumptuous maple syrup and a dollop of whipped cream. Get ready to impress your friends and family with this delicious breakfast dish. Begin with the batter. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. First up, we'll whisk together the dry ingredients. That's your all-purpose flour, sugar, baking powder, baking soda, and a dash of salt. This blend gives the pancakes their light and fluffy texture and a sweet note to balance the tartness of the blueberries. Next, we'll crack open a large egg and beat it in a separate bowl. Then pour in the buttermilk and melted unsalted butter. These wet ingredients add a rich, creamy flavor that's just divine. Now, it's time to combine the wet and dry ingredients. As you pour the wet mixture into the dry, stir gently. Remember, we're not looking for perfection here. A few lumps in the batter are perfectly okay. Overmixing can lead to tough pancakes, and nobody wants that. Once your batter is mixed and ready, it's time to add our star ingredient, fresh blueberries. With our blueberry-infused batter ready, it's time to heat up the griddle. A well-heated griddle or non-stick pan is the secret to getting those perfectly golden, slightly crispy edges that make pancakes so irresistible. Set your griddle or pan over medium heat and let it warm up. Patience is key here. A properly preheated cooking surface ensures even cooking. Once your griddle is nice and warm, it's time for a little grease. A dab of butter or a spritz of cooking spray will do the trick. This not only prevents sticking but also contributes to that delightful golden hue we're after. Now here comes the fun part. Using a 1/4 cup measure, pour your batter onto the griddle. Those dollops of batter will soon transform into fluffy blueberry-studded pancakes. As you watch them cook, you'll see bubbles start to form on the surface. It's a bit like magic, really. Those bubbles are your signal that it's time to flip. With a swift motion, turn each pancake over. You'll want to cook the other side until it's equally golden. Remember, each side deserves the spotlight. While you're cooking up the rest of your batter, keep your finished pancakes warm by tucking them into a low oven. This way, every pancake will be perfectly warm when it's time to eat. And just like that, you've cooked up a batch of delicious blueberry pancakes. Now, it's time to serve. Presentation is key when serving these delicious blueberry pancakes. To start, carefully stack the freshly made, warm pancakes in the center of a plate. Aim for a tower of 3 or 4, depending on your appetite. Next comes the drizzle of maple syrup. Hold the bottle high above the pancakes, allowing the syrup to cascade down in a thin, even stream, covering each pancake layer. The syrup should pool around the edges of the plate, calling out to be mopped up with a fluffy bite of pancake. Then crown your stack with a generous dollop of whipped cream. It should be light and airy, melting slightly as it makes contact with the warm pancakes, creating a delightful creamy contrast to the sweet, sticky syrup. Add a final touch with a few extra blueberries scattered around the plate for that hint of freshness and color. There you have it, the perfect blueberry pancakes with maple syrup and whipped cream. Serve immediately and enjoy this delicious breakfast treat.